The story of David and Mephibosheth is one of the most beautiful stories of mercy, loyalty, and kindness in the Bible. It is not just a story about a king and a forgotten boy. It is a story that teaches us how true love remembers promises, even after many years. Long before David became king, he had a very close friend named Jonathan. Jonathan was the son of King Saul, yet he loved David deeply and protected him like a brother. Their friendship was rare and powerful. Jonathan knew that one day David would become king, and before they separated, Jonathan asked David for one thing: "Please, never stop showing kindness to my family." David gave his word. Years passed. War came upon Israel. One terrible day, King Saul and Jonathan died in battle. Fear spread everywhere. Jonathan had a little son named Mephibosheth. He was only 5 years old when the tragedy happened. In the confusion, his nurse picked him up and ran, afraid that enemies would come to destroy the king's family. But as she hurried away, the child fell and became crippled in both feet for the rest of his life. From that day, Mephibosheth's life changed completely. The palace life disappeared. The honor disappeared. The comfort disappeared. Instead of living like a prince, he grew up hiding in fear and shame. He lived in a lonely place called Lo-debar, far away from the palace. Every day, he probably wondered why life had treated him so harshly. He may have felt forgotten by everyone. But one thing Mephibosheth did not know was this: David had not forgotten his promise. One day, after David had become king and had peace in his kingdom, he suddenly remembered Jonathan. His heart was moved with love and gratitude for his old friend. So David asked his servants, "Is there anyone left from Jonathan's family that I can show kindness to?" Not because David needed something, not because Mephibosheth deserved it, but because love remembers promises. The servants told David about Mephibosheth, the crippled son of Jonathan, who was living in hiding. Immediately, David sent for him. Now imagine how Mephibosheth must have felt when the king's soldiers arrived at his house. His heart probably filled with fear. In those days, new kings often destroyed the family of former kings to protect their throne. Mephibosheth may have believed this was the end of his life. Trembling with fear, he was brought before King David. He bowed low to the ground, expecting judgment. But instead of punishment, David spoke gently to him. "Mephibosheth, do not be afraid. I will surely show you kindness because of your father Jonathan." What powerful words. David then restored to Mephibosheth all the land that belonged to his grandfather Saul. But David did even more than that. He invited Mephibosheth to eat at the king's table every single day, like one of the king's own sons. The forgotten boy became honored again. The rejected boy became accepted again. The broken boy found love again. Even though Mephibosheth was crippled, David did not look at his weakness. David looked at the covenant he had made with Jonathan. And this story carries a deep lesson for every one of us today. Sometimes life can leave people wounded like Mephibosheth. Some people are broken by disappointment, betrayal, rejection, failure, or pain. Some people feel forgotten and hidden away from the world. But kindness has the power to restore a person's life. David could have ignored Mephibosheth. He could have forgotten his promise. He could have chosen power over compassion. But instead, he chose mercy. That is the kind of heart God wants us to have. The story teaches us that true greatness is not shown by how powerful you are, but by how kind you are to people who can do nothing for you. It teaches us to remember the people who stood by us in difficult times. It teaches us to keep our promises, even when many years have passed. It teaches us never to look down on people because of their condition or weakness.